Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Punita Bakshi with the Midday News. The headlines. Supreme Court refuses to stay implementation of Centre's decision to grant 10% reservation to economically weaker sections of general category. On the eve of the 70th Republic Day, President Ram Nath Kovind to address the nation today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa hold talks on bilateral, regional and global issues of mutual interest. CBI conducts raids in Delhi-NCR, including the residence of former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda in a land acquisition case. Renowned Hindi writer and Jnanpith Awardee Krishna Sobti passes away. And in Australian Open tennis, Novak Djokovic takes on Lucas Pouille in the second semifinal of the men's singles in Melbourne. The Supreme Court has refused to stay the operation of the Centre's decision to grant 10% reservation to economically weaker sections of general category. The court, however, said that it will examine the Centre's decision to grant quota. A bench comprising Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi and Justice Sanjeev Khanna also issued notice to the central government on various petitions challenging the validity of the Constitutional Amendment Act granting reservation to the poor belonging to general category. The Centre has to get back to the Supreme Court within 4 weeks. President Ram Nath Kovind will address the nation on the eve of the 70th Republic Day this evening. It will broadcast from 7 p.m. on the entire national network of All India Radio and telecast over all channels of Doordarshan in Hindi, followed by the English version. Regional language versions of the President's speech will be broadcast from 9:30 p.m. onwards on the regional networks. Information and Broadcasting Ministry has decided to facilitate access to the differently abled people to the President's speech on Doordarshan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa held talks on bilateral, regional and global issues of mutual interest. In his press statement, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "Visit of the South African President is crucial." He said, "All bilateral issues, including trade and investment, were discussed." The Prime Minister said India is partner in South Africa's skill development program. He added that India and South Africa have agreed to take the relationship to a newer level.
भारत और दक्षिण अफ्रीका दोनों ही इंडियन ओशन में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण स्थानों पर स्थित हैं। हम दोनों विविधताओं से परिपूर्ण लोकतांत्रिक देश हैं। महात्मा गांधी और नेल्सन मंडेला की विरासत के उत्तराधिकारी हैं। हम दोनों का व्यापक वैश्विक नजरिया एक दूसरे से काफी मेल रखता है। ब्रिक्स, G20 जैसे अनेक मंचों पर हमारा आपसी सहयोग और समन्वय बहुत ही मजबूत है। संयुक्त राष्ट्र सुरक्षा परिषद के सुधारों पर भी हम साथ मिलकर काम कर रहे हैं.
Mr. Modi said it is a matter of pride for India that Mr. Ramaphosa will witness the Republic Day parade tomorrow. In his press statement, Mr. Ramaphosa said India is a strategic partner for South Africa. He said South Africa attaches highest importance to its relations with India and considerable scope exists to deepen bilateral relations at an economic level. He said trade relations should reach higher level between the two countries. Mr. Ramaphosa reached New Delhi this morning on a 2-day visit to India. Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri had received the visiting dignitary upon his arrival. President Ramaphosa was accorded ceremonial reception at the forecourts of Rashtrapati Bhavan. Talking to media in New Delhi, the South African President said he is happy to be in India as the two countries enjoy age-old linkages.
This is a historic visit for us South Africans. We're here not only to consolidate the relationship between India and South Africa, but also to remember the great leaders that our two countries have had. Gandhi and Mandela are the two outstanding leaders that have blazed a particular trail of respect for human rights, freedom and democracy.
Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa will be the chief guest at the Republic Day parade tomorrow. Mr. Ramaphosa is the second president of South Africa after Nelson Mandela to be the chief guest at the parade. President Ramaphosa, along with Prime Minister Modi, will also address the India-South Africa Business Forum today with the objective to grow business ties between the two countries. The 9th National Voters' Day is being celebrated across the country today for enhanced participation of citizens in the electoral process. President Ram Nath Kovind said millennials will be eligible to vote for the first time in the general elections this year. Addressing the gathering on the National Voters' Day celebrations in Delhi, the President said these first-time voters will determine the fate and future of the 21st century India. He said it is a matter of pride to be a voter in the world's largest democracy. The President asked new voters to exercise their franchise with responsibility, awareness and compassion.
आज के दिन राष्ट्रीय मतदाता दिवस मनाने की ये परंपरा हमारे लोकतंत्र के लिए बहुत ही प्रासंगिक और सार्थक है। एक गणराज्य के रूप में भारत के स्थापित होने के साथ ही स्वतंत्र एवं निष्पक्ष निर्वाचन आयोग की स्थापना हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं की दूरदर्शिता और लोकतंत्र के प्रति हमारी आस्था को दर्शाता है। लोकतंत्र में सरकार लोगों की होती है। ये सरकार लोगों द्वारा और लोगों के लिए बनाई जाती है। आम चुनाव हमारे लोकतंत्र के महायज्ञ होते हैं।
Speaking on the occasion, Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora said,
while the country prepares for the election to 17 Lok Sabha, which is unarguably the world's largest democratic exercise, we at the Commission are ready and fully equipped to facilitate more than 87 crore electors in exercising their invaluable franchise at the 10 lakh polling stations that have been set up all across the country. Our endeavour is to make elections more and more inclusive, voter-friendly, transparent and festive.
The theme for National Voters' Day this year is No Voter to be Left Behind. Mr. Kovind complimented the efforts of Election Commission in making all efforts so that not a single voter is left behind. He said the number of all-women booths are gradually being increased to encourage female voters to exercise their franchise. The day is celebrated on the 25th of January every year since the year 2011 to mark the foundation day of Election Commission of India in the year 1950. A total of 855 police personnel will be awarded medals on the occasion of Republic Day this year. President's Police Medals for Gallantry have been awarded to 3 personnel, all from CRPF. Police Medals for Gallantry have been awarded to 146 personnel. President's Police Medals for Distinguished Service to 74 personnel and Police Medal for Meritorious Service to 632 personnel. President has also approved the conferment of Jeevan Raksha Padak Awards on 48 persons. These awards are given to a person for meritorious act of human nature in saving the life of a person. The award is given in 3 categories: Sarvottam Jeevan Raksha Padak, Uttam Jeevan Raksha Padak and Jeevan Raksha Padak. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. CBI has registered a new case against former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda and others over alleged irregularities in land allocation in Gurgaon in 2009. It carried out searches at 20 locations in Delhi-NCR today. A team of officials from the agency also carried out searches at his residence at Rohtak in Haryana. The search operation is underway. There are allegations that there were glaring irregularities in acquisition of 1,417 acres land by the then Haryana government in Gurgaon in 2009. The Enforcement Directorate, ED, has attached assets worth over 2 crore rupees, including shopping complexes, of a Rajasthan and Gujarat-based company in connection with a chit fund money laundering case. In a statement, ED said around 48 FIRs were registered by the state police authorities under Prize Chit and Money Circulation Scheme Banning Act against the company Oro Trade Network India. The agency said its investigation found that the company and its directors conspired and lured a number of people to invest in their schemes by promising high returns. famous Hindi writer and essayist Krishna Sobti passed away today. She was 94. Sobti won the Sahitya Academy Award in 1980 for her novel Zindagi Nama and was awarded the Jnanpith in 2017 for her contribution to Indian literature. Well-known writer Ashok Bajpayee remembers Sobti.
कृष्णा सोप्ती का देहावसान भारतीय साहित्य, भारतीय संस्कृति और स्वयं लोकतंत्र के लिए एक बड़ी क्षति है। उन्होंने कथा साहित्य में जो काम किया वो बहुत ही उजला और कालजयी काम है। उनकी दृष्टि एक तरह से महाकाव्यात्मक थी, लेकिन उसमें बहुत सारे लालित्य और गर्माहट की जगह थी। उन्होंने तरह तरह के प्रयोग किए। उन्होंने स्त्री की स्वतंत्रता, निर्भीकता, अस्मिता का चित्रण किया जब नारीवाद का इतना बोलबाला नहीं था।
Himachal Pradesh is celebrating its 49th full statehood day with much fanfare and great enthusiasm throughout the state today. It was on this day in 1971 when Himachal Pradesh was carved out as the 18th state of the country. A report.
Unfurling of national flag, march past and cultural programs were held across the state to mark the occasion. A state-level function was held at Kunihar in Solan today, where Chief Minister Ram Nath Kovind unfurled the national flag and took salute of an impressive march past presented by police, home guards and NCC contingents. On this occasion, Chief Minister Ram Nath Kovind reiterated its commitment to ensure speedy development of the state with special focus to backward and far-flung areas. Sanjeev Sundaryal, AIR News, Shimla.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people of Himachal Pradesh on their statehood day. In a tweet, Mr. Modi hoped that this state, the land of natural beauty and bravery, attains even more prosperity in the years to come. The state of Uttar Pradesh is shivering following a wet spell with rains and hailstorm, which brought down the temperature in many parts. Many districts in the eastern part of the state are witnessing light rain for the last 24 hours. State capital Lucknow is engulfed in darkness even in the afternoon as thunderstorm and showers lashed the city. Mau, Varanasi, Jaunpur, Maharajganj and Pilibhit districts of Tarai and eastern region of the state are experiencing wet spells since last night. Kanpur and Mainpuri districts of central region also witnessed hailstorm with showers. Fresh warning of thunderstorms with hail has been issued by the Met Department for central and eastern parts of the state. At least 59 people have been killed in floods and landslides in Sulawesi Island of Indonesia. The government today said heavy rains caused rivers bursting at the banks and inundate dozens of communities in 11 districts of southern Sulawesi. Parts of the provincial capital, Makassar, have also been affected. Some 3,400 people have been evacuated and given refuge in schools, mosques and tents. Authorities say floodwaters are receding, but the impact of the disaster has ranged far and wide, damaging houses, government buildings, schools and bridges. In Australian Open tennis, world number 1 Serbian Novak Djokovic will take on world number 28 French Lucas Pouille in the second semi-final of men's singles at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne today. Second seed Rafael Nadal of Spain already made it to the final yesterday, defeating Greek youngster Stefanos Tsitsipas. In women's singles, Petra Kvitova of the Czech Republic and Naomi Osaka of Japan will face each other in the title clash tomorrow. Indian shuttler Saina Nehwal has entered the semi-finals of the Indonesia Masters tournament after a straight-game win over Pornpawi Chotiwong of Thailand. Saina won 21-7, 21-18 in the women's singles quarter-final match. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Supreme Court refuses to stay implementation of Centre's decision to grant 10% reservation to economically weaker sections of general category. On the eve of the 70th Republic Day, President Ram Nath Kovind to address the nation today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa hold talks on bilateral, regional and global issues of mutual interest. CBI conducts raids in Delhi-NCR, including the residence of former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda in land acquisition case. Renowned Hindi writer and Jnanpith Awardee Krishna Sobti passes away. And in Australian Open tennis, Novak Djokovic takes on Lucas Pouille in the second semi-final of the men's singles in Melbourne. And with that, we end the Midday News.